Back here at the Nebraska State Fair, there is a popular stop among young and older visitors. It's called the Birthing Pavilion, and it is exactly what it sounds like. We stopped by to learn more about this interactive display. We're now in the Birthing Pavilion, and Dr. David Lee, a veterinarian from Central City, is joining us now with a special guest in his hands as you help coordinate a lot of the efforts out here in quite an interactive exhibit. As I mentioned, it is the Birthing Pavilion. Tell us what all is happening out here.
Well, today we've got a sow that gave birth to 15 little piglets first thing this morning. The Birthing Pavilion is always an exciting venue for the State Fair. Today's classroom day, so we got a lot of students that'll be coming through, get a chance to see the birthing process, hopefully. We've got a couple more sows coming in later this morning, and we got a couple cows over here that we've been patiently waiting on, but you know, as Mother Nature has it, she'll decide when it's time. So
That's what I wanted to ask you about. You know, there's kind of an exact science of making all this possible out here, but get everybody synced up within the span of the Nebraska State Fair. Talk about the prep work to get to all the activities as part of this year's this year's State Fair.
You bet, you bet. So we've got producers that we work with using synchronization programs. The university brings in our cows, and they have a group of veterinarians as well as cowboys that help get those cows synced up and artificially inseminated for giving birth, hopefully within that week and a half stretch. The sheep, likewise, I work with a producer that's got these sheep here today for us. And it's always interesting with the sheep. Sometimes they hold out throughout the fair, but this year it was right up front, and so we had lots of multiples and babies born within the first couple days. Likewise, on the sows, we have a sow producer that we work with, and there's a lot of communication that goes in, and a lot of science behind it for sure.
In the short amount of time that we're here, seeing a lot of the students walking through as part of their activities. Good field trip for them to come out to the State Fair. But for people young and old alike, what reactions do you hear?
Yeah, it's always interesting. And so, as you know, we're each year, each generation seems to be further and further removed from agriculture. And this exhibit is really important in getting those kids an understanding of where their food comes from. Production agriculture, where their Christmas ham comes from, where their eggs come from, where their hamburgers and steaks come from. And so it gives us an opportunity to educate, remind, and just get in front of them and try to correct maybe some information as far as where their hamburgers come from, where their milk comes from. It's always fun for me. Some of the older guys that come through back in the day, they're reminiscing about, just this morning within the last 5 minutes, question on needle teeth clipping and tails. And when I was a kid, my dad had me out in the farrowing barn at, the crack of dawn, processing piglets, sleeving sows. And so, it's always fun for me to just reminisce with some of those older guys.
Finally, students that are studying to become veterinarians, they've got some hands-on activities out here as well, helping to volunteer 3 different shifts throughout the days, correct?
Yeah, we've got an excellent set of interns. We've had, we've been blessed to have excellent interns, and with the Nebraska veterinary program that's partnered with Iowa State, we've been blessed to be able to get a couple interns this year. But we always reach out to other veterinary schools. If there's a senior veterinary student that is interested in some hands-on opportunity, they get credit, they get reimbursed, and they get free fair tickets and food, and the hands-on experience is priceless.